Africa. They are also preparing their income, and majority of my boys are also students. All of my boys are students, and they need to blend a more camp that are not a more qualified team, no, and some of my boys, no. And we play the game for them, for the president to come and see, and then they will pick the best, and it was good. Majority of course, he is the FA president, and most of the boys, no, Canada. You get me? And for you to go and win your first time of meeting the president, it's presenting the cup to him, and then Shom crying what they've done. He appreciated it, and the way forward, So it was a very exciting, moment for the kids and everyone.
I know you are a very honest person. Israel for no nya dia na se una umodin boni buru mu dia no so.
Oh, and I told sir, when it comes to Abrofu Nemu, sometimes in Abrofu Nemu, when it comes to national team, because Lai called me a day after the son of Israel. He called me after the no, sort now for a very long time. Is they think when it comes to African national team, their local side can be better than African national team. You get me?
Yeah.
Especially for a U15 team. And see, I think Tel Aviv for not the Tel Aviv so that they almost in ball first match, and then they know more the ball finals, the coach thinks he's big, and the format in the Ninya first one born 4-1, second one is not born 4-1. Look, it's a national team you're playing against. And there's no way you're no matter how big you are leading 15 points, and this is a summer, if anything, games, and boys want to have fun, boys want to enjoy, but are taking a World Cup. And when I saw that, and I have to make sure you're pushing the call side. Say, look, a national team that you're playing against, so don't bring yourself. You get me? I start the boys, and matches from there a dog and a bobo so degree. It's difficult because we did almost 24 hours journey, and then when we got there, thanks to the president and the anything, ambassador here, now Israelis one person be real spending night Addis Ababa, and you could be the next day near Saturday, if anything. You play two games in a day. It was hectic. We took only 18 players. Some of them came with a lot of players, and they were doing. You can change as much as you can. You get me? And 18 players and so it was hectic on the boys. When the last two games, the last day before the finals, we had to play 2 games, and then the finals in the evening. Normally the first 2 the finals, and we put them. We let them know. Say, look, we are playing against the national team, and give us that respect. Period.
Amazing. There was a game you scored 8 goals.
It could have been more. I asked them to hold on the break, because even on even friendly matches we played here, big clubs they know, we know, say, we hammered them 7-6. I tell you, when you bring in your team, I bring players that I can see them and pick them. Because the level of the boys are Mikurano. They are students, and I tell you, look, if you are coming now, bring players almost fitting in. Then confirm penny for being mana now fitting. So when you come and you bring a player and I see the player, I invite him to the net to my side and see say fitting in, and even though the time was very, very short, I managed to play matches. As we were playing matches, and I was picking players. and adding them to my squad and then taking in and out because we had only 3 weeks to prepare these boys because majority of them were in school. And so 8-0, no, I had to ask the boys to, apply the brake.
Almost slow down, Kakra.
It could have gone more than 8, but what I enjoy about it, I enjoy and I ask the boys to pick it. We play against teams are no matter how you're beating them, no, they keep fighting. They keep fighting till
so
the final.
Said they know themselves. They've played together for some time, but this is the team you've just put together.
Everybody was surprised. When even most of the coaches they were even surprised. I told them 3 weeks. This is a 3 week job. They were, and when they talk about a friend is a white 16 years old boy. He's big, tall, and aggressive. And our boys managed to, face them. And they were even surprised. Just 3 weeks job now, they are hamom, and they made friends. We were all living in the same hotel. They made friends. They enjoy each other. They, boys, they were telling the boys who to play and not to play when you are going to play against this team. So you don't play. You don't play. You don't play. You are too much for us. And the boys, they enjoyed themselves. So it was. Obi on to play on to now play with that, and for you to give him that privilege and then the exposure. No, I think the FA has really done well.
Say, Yaw Preko Eden Kra Omunyani 15 Akwakobo tournament Aji Cup. What next for this under 15 team senior?
Under 15 tournament is going on. We will be hosting the 15 schools tournament again. I know see a different level, and also and also is going to be handled by another coach and another technical team. But yesterday we had a game and they picked some of our boys, about I think 7 or 8 boys, and the blended.
Nti omafa who players now the omko Israel 8 a blended team omo building no.
Beautiful, yes. Wow. That's the exercise we had yesterday. Because when it comes to the U15, and the boys in majority, United students, and if we are doing school games now, and the Akwakoya, the Omani exposure now, just let's blend them and see how it goes. Even though the time is very limited. So yesterday we had a game and they picked 8 boys and they are added and then now it's up to the coach to make sure that they get the cohesion as quickly as possible, and then we see how it goes. Now with my boys, and I'm just hoping, after the African under 15 schools, we might get opportunity to go to camp, and then others now we left OFNSN behind. They can come and then we blend and then we build a solid team because U17, it's going to be yearly. U17 is going to be yearly. And I don't think that every year Frimpong Maso and his technical team or whoever will be in charge of the U17 should go around, the nation and the selecting players. If we can build a solid team for them, I think when they are done, they can come in here and pick players and build a core. And then they move on, and then we start playing friendly matches, and then they pick others. And then I have to start all over and build another team, and this is what I think is part of the plan.
Awesome, but you see, you need recognized competition for U15. Anka, ubetima kwa coachre ubobre on a much bigger stage. Ube hope said periodically, FNB organize it. BBC said the omuyema oko Israel.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping. I spoke to the boys. I told them to do it for you and the next U15 boys. The next U15 team that will be coming. You get me? If you go because now not time is very very limited. But the thanks to the FA president, he pushed majority of the boys grana how many passports and immediately no clubs and so many passports more money agents and a big crowd couldn't make the trip because no many passports, you get me, and the time was so short. We have to the fairness and give out the list, the 18-man squad now, the two quano. And see, you kind these who were kidding, they were equally good or better than the one that we took along. But due to documentary, if anything, documentation on, they couldn't make, if anything, make the trip. But I'm hoping, say, like you said, FNO will get, more of this, And yesterday, Mr. President, Keto Kreku said, he will get us more matches so that more exposure, and because they are the future. You get me?
Sure.
And I'm counting on that.
Right, and I'm sure you'll be monitoring the schools championship when it begins.
I'll be more involved because I'm the head of the U15 national team, and I have to be there if anything a player does well, and I think where I have to help to advise in certain ways now, or see him and then see his progression and write his name down. If they are not on by my side, but if he does well in this competition, automatically, he has to come in my day for other international matches, or promotion to the U17 or U16 national team.
Legend Yaw Preko, Nyamisha Sony Akasa on Max TV. Yedasipa.
Yeah, thanks, bro. You owe me. You know, say you owe me. Narcotic Capo, you owe me. Nana?
I know, Bosu. How would go do make we come from or where we go meet?
No, tell Ticho.
Yeah.
You know we must celebrate.
I go tell him. When I finish now, tell him.
He must come out his head, He must come out his head. Some wine be must flow.
You know they see. Yeah, Obi Bisa said when you strike a man from the under 50 and
one Gabi, Botanian, the Charlie. Your friend who comes in, your no friend who see me. Charlie.
Wow.
It's a Osime. I'm telling you, he's the future. He's the future. The guy. He has what it takes. Similar like Osime. Or you dangerous to box.
Ghana for calling why Benyan soon for so.
Oh yeah. I like that boy. I've worked with the U15, but I think he's one of the best U15 strikers I've worked with. I just picked him up. I saw his video and I asked him to come to camp and because initially he was not in my list, but I saw his video and I asked him you're sending me video now.
Of the Volta region.
Of the Volta region. Wow. Or raw, but you buy cheapo. After those choose in the kakra. It's not easy for him, but since a camp like this, you get me?
Our mom works the needed exposure to learn.
That is it. Other teams, they were talking Osimen. Almost play Gabi for almost Osimen. And you Krana, only Brunine Coboy. I remember 89 with the Scotland 89. You board against you, Abrafoda. We went to Brazil for 3 weeks.
For the training tour, eh?
For training tour, Brazil was 3 weeks before we played the Ivory Coast before we went to the World Cup. And playing against white
for
people,
the first time.
Charlie. When the Obia want to be in the starting leg because you want to play against a white person and show him say, Charlie, you day, you get me? And you want a white body to wrap you and then you show him. You meet the number 3 and show him say, Charlie, we are going so you get me? And we had a good tournament in Brazil. Then when we came back, we met Ivory Coast. We beat them, and then we qualified to the 19 Scotland 89. And see, who feeling be on Colanum when we took them. Say now they're going to play against the white. Obi on Bongeti Boni. the majority of the boys, and for them to meet white players, and then for the white players to praise them, it boosted their morale to tell them, say, look, I can do better. What I'm doing is good, and I can do better. So, Charlie, thanks to the FA president and the FA for this initiative, and I'm hoping more doors, will be open for the boys to participate in such tournaments.
Legend, we'll celebrate this victory. God bless you for your time.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, ni show Yaw Preko TV so. 19 now you show no TV so 1991. About 7. Odatilam Tebo 8. Willie Brown born 9. Alesopoku bought 10. Emmanuel Dua bought 11. Mohamed Galgo bought 6.
My own Galgo.
In Kofi Nimo. Some Sami Kofo no said that regular because na Mijima more. Then Isaac Asare at left back. Sebastian Barnes at right back. Ben Owu as goalkeeper. That's the 91 goal winning team from Italy. Yeah. He can't find a prepared team in ye team ni bibiao. But na Ghana ni Germany wo exchange program bi was sports mu. In that time no to Fista German for the naba. Into to Fista na or the team no or be a head coach. But everybody knew it was a Franese team. But eventually no Ghana
Otto na dey coin.
Ghana winning here. Ghana share Spain finals by 1-0.
91 no.
Yeah, 91.
Na Kufuor bench.
Sami Kufuor no said that
93 na Kufuor be key.
93 Japan and Kufuor be key. That time na ya wa bro. Na ya promote ya de no ko under 20. Inti ya no Osani Kufuor the a lucky boy. Ya oni Kufuor sambe ball under 20 Australia 93. But before that no na ya wasan kwa
93 Kufuor no kwa both under 17 and under 20.
I bound him ya the okotwa. You born 91 Starlets, 92 Meteors Olympics, and Okobo 93 under 20. Wanda Mandel, one of the organizers. He's actually in charge of media accreditation and so many things